His name was L'Enfant of Bec. Now, L'Enfant was the teacher of someone who is a household name, namely Saint Anselm. So you see the period we're in. So L'Enfant was a teacher of Anselm. Like Anselm, he was Archbishop of Canterbury at the end of his life. Anyway, L'Enfant listened to Berengarius, and he said, no, that's not enough. That's not a sufficient account. Grounded as he was in the Fathers, grounded as he was in John chapter 6, L'Enfant of Bec said, no, that's not an adequate account of the Eucharistic presence. And so there were a series of councils and gatherings. The debate went on. And finally in 1059, by the way, Berengarius is 11th century, born about 1010, dies 1088, just to give you the time period. In 1059, a council is held. Berengarius' view is condemned, and he's made to swear this oath. Here's part of it. The bread and wine which are placed on the altar are, after the consecration, not only a sacrament, but the true body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. So Berengarius himself is made to swear that oath. This, everybody, is a neuralgic point, and it's a point of demarcation in this great debate. What are we talking about after the consecration? As we look at the elements on the altar, what are we talking about? Do you ever have this experience? You go to a parish and the ministers are taking the Saboria and saying, I'm going to go to bread station 4. I got wine station 3. That's what Berengarius would have said. This is bread and wine, now with an added symbolic significance. But listen again to the oath. The bread and wine which are placed on the altar are, after the consecration, not only a sacrament, but the true body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. There's something else. They've changed at a level so fundamental that it's no longer proper to call them bread and wine. You know, many years ago, when I was in the parish, I distributed communion. I was back in my chair, my eyes piously closed in prayer, and I hear this voice. It was the 12-year-old server saying, "Father, there's a lot of blood over there." And what? I thought someone had been cut. And what he meant was there were a lot of chalices of consecrated wine. And so after the Mass, I congratulated him on his very healthy Catholic sensibility. He was absolutely right. It's not correct to refer to the consecrated species as wine. But indeed, Father, there's a lot of blood over there. That goes right back to the Berengarius oath. Here's something else from Berengarius. His opponents, who won the day, insisted there's something more going on in the Eucharist than in the other sacraments. And again, it's not to denigrate in any way the other sacraments, but the claim here is that Berengarius' account might make sense of the other sacraments, baptism, confirmation, and so on, when a spiritual virtus or power is added to material elements. But I don't say when I put oil on the forehead of a kid at confirmation, I don't say this is no longer oil, right? Or when I pour the water on a child at baptism, I don't say afterwards, oh, this is no longer water. But I do say that in regard to the Eucharistic elements. This is no longer bread, no longer wine. Something has changed. Okay, so first century, John 6.